Mr. President, we debate a lot of heavy things in the United States Senate. We make tough decisions. Decisions of the fate of our country lie in the balance. But day in and day out, sometimes we go an entire day or sometimes an entire week without talking about the people that really make America work. The entrepreneurs, the employees, the employers, the people that run the businesses, that pay the taxes, that employ our citizens, that make this country go. Today I rise to talk about two citizens from my home county of Cobb County. The first is David Hankerson. David announced this week his retirement after being employed by our county for 33 years. He came to the Community Development Department of the county 33 years ago. 11 years later, he became the first county manager of the county and served in that position for a record 24 years, during which that time the county doubled, not just in its population, but trebled and quadrupled in its revenue. It did new and different and innovative things. Its tax rates went down, its productivity went up, its popularity as a place to locate became preeminent. It's one of the shining stars of the state of Georgia today, and that's Cobb County. I rise for a special reason to pay tribute to David Hankerson, though, however, because he represents something that I was a part of in 1984. When he was being hired, and I did not know him at the time as an employee for the county, I was in the state legislature trying to change the government of our county from an elected CEO to an appointed county manager, a professional operator of the county. That had not been done in Georgia. But in other parts of the country, it had been done very successfully because you had continuity of leadership. You had somebody whose job it was to be a good leader. You had somebody who just wasn't an elected politician, but was somebody who could do the job. And David Hankerson was hired to do that job in Cobb County, Georgia. He did one of the most remarkable jobs anybody has ever done. In fact, the great testimony is, every year since he was there 24 years ago as county manager, somebody's tried to hire him away from Cobb County. But every year he decided to stay because he said, once I've made a commitment, as long as the commitment's returned by the community to me, I'm going to stay and see it through. So on this day where I rise on the floor of the United States Senate to pay tribute to David Hankerson, I pay tribute equally to all those who make our governments work, our businesses work, our communities work, and our country work. The men and women laboring in the fields and toiling in the vineyards, working in the shops, working in the offices that make America the great country it is today, and to the great chambers of commerce that make it happen as well. And I pay great tribute to David Hankerson and thank him for the contribution and the sacrifice he made to the people of Cobb County, Georgia, and the state of Georgia.